Hollywood.
After getting lost in the woods, a group of world leaders try to navigate the greatest crisis of their lives as Cate Blanchett headlines an all-star cast in the horror comedy Rumours.
Look at us, the esteemed leaders of each of these great nations.
We are also here to produce a draft of a provisional statement regarding the present crisis. We should not forget that.
It is important to say what we mean.
Yes, of course.
People look to us to provide clarity.
I got the tone, obviously, of what the tone could possibly be by looking at Guy's other work, but it was more beautiful than I imagined.
Mm-hmm.
The text itself was directing us in a certain way. That's actually one of the reasons I wanted to do this, is because it surprised me.
Yes, and I think that the chemistry is a present of the directors.
On a shoot like this, we literally, every scene, we have to go around, each person's close up and you see what people are giving, and like there's a musicality to it.
I believe we are in a crisis.
We already knew that. Why are you covered in mud?
We wanted to, I think, mostly to avoid direct comparisons between our fictional characters and real life figures, or not to avoid comparisons. The comparisons are going to be inevitable.
In playing the female German chancellor, you know, but they cast me, and I'm probably about 7 feet taller than Angela Merkel. But I mean, what a woman!
What were they then? Terrorists?
They loomed threateningly.
Protesters.
That's what I thought to at first.
I think some things are coincidences, like if the fact that our American president nods off and falls asleep from time to time in the movie really had nothing to do with the so-called Sleepy Joe.
We wrote this, a few years before he was known as Sleepy Joe.
Yeah.
It just was a coincidence.
Something apocalyptic has occurred. It's the dark ending our species deserves.
Over the last few years, watching G7 summits on television have always been a great way to cleanse the palate. And then we suddenly recognized in these statements they issue every year that there's something that they're writing that we're not quite finished writing yet. And then we realized we're just basically our own little group of 7.
Do you remember that episode of South Park where they took you through Scientology? They just went through the facts. If you look at footage of the G7 going through these cultural experiences, speaking to one another in such an artificial way, and the language they use to talk about the outcomes of their conversation, it's farcical and satirical, but yet they mean it. It felt like a documentary sometimes. They take themselves very seriously.
Very serious, and the writing is so good. It's very precise, very witty, very funny. So you just have to learn your lines and repeat them in order for it to come to the surface.
She can only speak gibberish.
Bäraren av deras budskap. Swedish. She's just speaking Swedish.
Made in Hollywood.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. We want to know, what would you have asked? Let us know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And as always, for more videos like this, hit the MIH TV logo right here. And for the next awesome video, click right there.